Hello, I am Archivist Aaron, and welcome to my study. And today, we are back once more to I'm on observation duty. This time, the 7th game. Now, I was very happy last time that we had, like, normal menu music. Uh, this menu music's a little... I mean, it's more normal than the other games. Certainly less disturbing and more actual music-esque, but still kind of off-putting in some of the background noises it has. So yeah, that's interesting. Either way, uh, we have the brightness turned up as per usual. I don't know if that's necessary, because the last game, I don't think we had to turn up the brightness at all. But I did hear just out of, I don't know, what would it be? Habit. That's what I'm thinking of. It was basically just habit, because from the first game all the way through like the 4th or 5th game, you kind of just had to turn up the brightness every time, because it was super, super dark. But I don't know about this one. We'll have to see. If it's too bright, I'll turn the brightness back down to normal. But until then, we're just going to assume that it's as dark as the other games. But yeah, we got a lot of levels here. I heard this game was difficult though. I heard this game was kind of tough comparatively. Surprisingly, the file size on this game was not very big. I think this was actually smaller than 6, which might just mean that it's more optimized or had better compression on it, so it was a smaller file to download. But I don't know. It just seems odd because it has just as many levels, just as many difficulties, and seemingly better graphics, but it's a smaller download, so who knows what that means. Hopefully it's good stuff. But some of this looks especially the factory, that just looks like it's going to be very complicated. And I'm glad that's the last one. So it'll be a while before we get there, but we'll try to do 2 levels per stream, as has been what we've been doing. I don't know how successful that'll be, because as I said, I heard this game was harder than, 6 in the other games. So maybe it won't be very feasible. Maybe 1 per stream will be all we can get done, but we'll aim for 2 and just see how hard this is. Anyways, we're starting with the spa. I've never been to a spa, so I don't know. It might be hard to see differences. I don't think it really affects it though. But anyways, our Nordic branch has been contacted by a demolitions team sent to raise an old spa building in Redacted. Curiously, it seems as if someone or something has been maintaining the locale, halting it from falling to decrepitude. I like that. I like that word. Anyways, the local police department suspected squatters, but later report coming under attack by unidentified beings during their investigation of the premises. Okay, so they were looking for squatters, and then they got attacked, but that's not a good sign. Although I guess earlier places they did find corpses, so that's no more, deadly than previous areas. Although a lot of these did seem like things were ramping up. I read little snippets of the descriptions on some of these, and it seems like the anomalies are getting worse. And in the ending of the last game, they were saying that humanoid anomalies were on the rise. So something is happening here. Some event is causing anomalies to increase. I don't know why. But anyways, our branches are of one mind in suspecting the events of being anomalous in nature. You don't say. Alright, so let's get into it and get out of the music. I mean, I like the music, but it's not that much. I've been listening to the menu music for quite a few minutes now. Oh, attention employee. This is probably the same thing as always, but let's... Now has been previously cited in the monitor area? Yeah, it's the same thing. Interesting. Anyways, so there's 1 paper and a pen, a phone, middle door, a lamp, 2 plants, 2 plants, 2 plants. Okay, so it's all 2, 2, and 2, and centered. This has kind of a weird pattern on it. This is like marble. Good. Got some water there. Camera. Okay, there's a few details here. This is slightly open. This is yellow. Oh gosh. To be fair, every single time I enter one of these, my brain gets a bit overwhelmed and is like, oh gosh, how am I ever going to remember all this? But eventually I do. Eventually it becomes manageable. What is with the pit there? That does not seem safe. And there's a bunch of plants around, which I'm going to need to remember the positioning of all the different plants, which is going to be exciting. And there's another pit into nothingness. That's good. Very good. And we're back to the beginning. Okay, not too many cameras, but nothing's changed here, it looks like. Man, this is going to be interesting. But it doesn't look too horribly crowded. I mean, the lockers here, this is the most crowded room by far. Everything else is fairly symmetrical and fairly easy. Oh, and what's the reporting system? Okay, reporting system is just like 6, it looks like. And if I right click, yeah. Okay. Reporting system appears to be just the same as 6, so that will make it a lot easier to report things. We're on normal difficulty, so I can. Oh no. Oh, it's not just like 6. It is still easier because you can like just click on the thing and then do the anomaly type. Yeah, there wasn't supposed to be a face there. That's good. Is there supposed to be a... What is that even? What are you? Are you a light? I don't know. So we're gonna still need to choose the anomaly type like in the previous games, but you can just hover and click over things, which can be more efficient than having to like pull up the report thing and choose the room, and you know, that is always annoying. Are those chairs normal? I don't remember. I didn't like memorize the variety of chairs. Man, they have so many plants. Why do you need so many plants? Like, come on. Give me a break here. Especially because they got like the tall plants, the small plants, all different varieties. Is this... No, that's normal. I was thinking that maybe look... Is there a delay on the... No, okay. I thought my stream lagged for a second because I saw this screen change, and then in the corner of my eye I saw my OBS change. I was like, was that delayed? It might have been. But it seems fine now. So that's just all I could hope for. So that image can change in whatever room that was. All the plants appear to still be the same. That's mainly what I'm looking at here. There's probably a lot of other stuff I should be looking at, but all I can really pay attention to is if the plants are in the right position. Because that's like 90% of the items in this map. I mean, look how many plants are here. I didn't even notice the plants in this room because I was looking at everything else. There's a lot of plants here. Man. Is that normal? What is that? Why is there just a big thing of tiles there? I don't know. It's almost 1 o'clock and we've only found one anomaly. That's not a good sign. Yeah, I see nothing too big changing. I think missing object? Let's see. Object. Oh no. I need to know what object manipulation means now. Because I actually could report something as that. But there was a towel missing there. I'm just... Yeah. It's supposed to be 2 towels hanging on this thing. So I'm absorbing some of the information. Just slowly. Because of all these dang plants. I mean, they must... Were you always there? Was there always a towel on that? Good to know. Okay, but everything's normal here. It looks like this room doesn't have a whole lot going on, luckily. Doesn't even have many plants. Or at least it does have many plants, it's just the plants are actually symmetrical. So that's a bonus. Is that water always there? I think it is. I think I remember seeing that. Yeah, here the plants are 2, 2, and 2. Here there's a small plant bordering each thing, except for here. There might be one back there. There's a plant here. Is that supposed to be? Yeah, there's one over here too. Okay. 3, 2, 2. Man. This is... I'm gonna be happy when we're out of Plant Town. I'm just saying. Though I guess the plants are easier to memorize than most other smaller objects. But still. You know, it must be kind of boring standing at that desk. Are there supposed to be 2 trash cans here? Why would you need 2 trash cans? Like, just logically. No anomalies found. Alright. You need 2 trash cans, I guess. That's normal. Unless that's what object manipulation means? Object duplication? I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that out, but I just... Attention, yeah. But what's different? What is happening? I don't know. Let's... I don't know, it's not an extra object. Maybe manipulation? Well, how would that be? Oh, hi, you're different. And this is fully open. Oh. Am I supposed to do... severed head? That's a specific type. Okay. Good. Very good. Is that always a type? No, that was specifically just because that anomaly was happening that it allowed me to do that. That's odd. Huh. Are those trash cans normal though? I swear that's... I should have noted that if I'd seen it the first time, which I didn't. But I don't know what I would even call that, so I'm stumped. If it is an anomaly, well, you know, sucks to be us, I guess. But we'll see next time. We're getting the lay of the land, and next attempt, we'll see if those trash cans are both there. I feel like this room got wider. Is that just me? It might just be me. Because, yeah, I see nothing else wrong, per se. Of course, it's very hard to tell on the first attempt. You kind of need to take your time memorizing what's going on. No, it's just the plant. Okay. It's all just plants. So many plants. I don't know, I feel like they must have a full-time employee that just goes around and waters these plants. Which makes it even more confusing as to how this is like a abandoned spa. Because they were saying that this isn't... Also, is that an extra object? I didn't see that before, but I don't know what that is. Either way, they were saying that this was an abandoned spa and that nobody was supposed to be here upkeeping it, and yet... Why is it frozen? I cannot move anything. Oh, it's not responding. Okay then. The anomaly is that your game crashes. Can I report that? Right click. Well, would you look at that? Game literally just closes on us. All right, let's get back to it, I guess. And it opens immediately. That is also something I noticed. Let's see, observation duty. Pick it up. Why is it just me? Hello? Window capture? Weird. It's not even picking up the game anymore. Let's see, if I change that to that and then back to there we go. I had to switch it off of Observation Duty 7 and back onto Observation Duty 7 for it to actually pick up Observation Duty 7. Very bizarre. Okay, I assume we died. That's why the game crashed. I don't know how that works exactly. Maybe it was just an anomaly that crashes your game when you get it. Maybe that they're just stepping up their game here. You know, in the last one they had an anomaly that kills you immediately if you don't like report it before leaving the camera. And this time they're just like, yeah, no, just make an anomaly that crashes your game. Next, they're gonna make in the next game, they're just gonna have an anomaly that blue screens your entire computer. You know, that's how it works. That's what it's gonna do. So I guess let's go back into it. It's really bizarre because the game is smaller and it seems like it runs worse. I don't know why that is. I mean, none of the other games, even the first one, were anywhere near crashing. So I don't know what that's about. But let's attempt it again. And like the loading times are so fast. I feel like, I don't know. Oh, and there are 2 garbage cans here. That is bizarre. That's supposed to be there. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they cut corners with this one because I don't know how they could get the loading times because the game boots up instantaneously. Like all the other games, it was a good 20 seconds that the game has to like load before it sends you to the menu. This one's literally like you hit play on Steam and within 5 seconds you're at the menu screen. And then you press play on one of the levels and it doesn't take any time to load. It just pops you straight in, which is so different from any of the other games so far. And that's bizarre to me. Like, how did they manage that? And does it have anything to do with the reason why this was the first game of this series to ever crash? Who knows? Maybe it's something to do with me. Maybe it's my computer that crashed it, but well, I guess we'll never know. But yeah, everything seems to be the same here. And there were the 2 trash cans, so that wasn't even an anomaly. The severed head, I'm pretty sure was, though. That was probably an anomaly. Alright, it's like a piece of paper there, a towel there, a cam... Huh? What is... What would that be called? Is that object manipulation? They playing some sick jams in there. Alright, that was object manipulation. They manipulated the music machine to machine some music. Alright. Maybe I should have kept it. Because, you know, it's a lot more lively than the dead silence. But only in that one room, so there's that. There's like a, what is that, a box over there? Did I just see you move? Door anomaly? Did I just see that door close? I'm like, no, it's still cracked open. I don't know. I was like 40% sure that I saw that thing move. But the vision in like the corner of your eye is never to be trusted in these games. You always think something's moving and then it's not. So let's see. This has like a little table thing there that has nothing on it. But this one is the table that does have something on it. So cold pool is the one that has the thing. What's it? Why do you have a cold pool? Like, what's the difference between the cold pool and the main pool? Aren't pools usually kind of cold? I don't know. I guess these are indoors. Maybe they're heated pools. Got all the fancy stuff. I guess it is a spa, so it would make sense that they have heated pools. Man, I I'm a bit lost. I've been watching the plants all these times. None of the anomalies we've seen so far had anything to do with plants. Oh, okay. I was getting deja vu because I think the game crashed last time trying to switch off of main pool. And then it froze there for a second again. Hi. No, it's one of these. Abius, Luby, Shank you. I hope that it's just something specifically with the spa that the game crashes, because if that's a regular thing on all the levels, I'm gonna be a bit paranoid about that. Because yeah, that would suck. It's like, imagine you're doing really well, you get to like 5 o'clock, 5:30, and the game's just like, nah, I'm just gonna close on you. We're just gonna crash. That'd be unfortunate. What if they had it coded so that the game crashes more often the later in the day that it is? It's like there's a 90% chance it'll crash before 6 o'clock. I don't know. But that main pool is always going to be kind of scary to switch cameras off of. Has nothing happened in this room at all thus far? I don't know. I mean, in here, there's only plants to mess with. Nothing else really here to work with. No face. Everything here seems fine. There's a lot of details in this room. I don't know what exactly can change here, though. Wait a minute. Plants are different. What would you call that? Object replacement? Because those are supposed to be two small plants to match that small plant. Right there. Yeah. See, focusing entirely and purely on the plants, it's a strategy that pays off sometimes. Not often. Not very much. But sometimes. You know, if there's ever a plant anomaly, I'll know about it. Most likely. Luckily, most of the plants are actually rather symmetrical. But this room is very difficult to find issues in. It's just so crowded. Oh, hello, Alaya. How's it going? I'm trying to memorize a spa currently. It's not going too horribly well. Especially this room. Like, was that hanger always there? I don't know. Maybe. I know that green bottle is always there. And that, whatever that is. And there's a soap there. Probably fine. Probably everything's good there. We're just gonna assume so. Everything looks fine there. I keep not looking in the water, which is probably not good. I'm used to looking at like specific items around a map, and so if anything spawns in the water, I'm probably not going to notice it right away. Which is probably not good for me. Yeah, boy. Multiple anomalies. Where might those be? Yeah, I see nothing wrong unless all of those are in the locker room. But I kind of doubt that. Yeah, nothing's changed out here at all. It's kind of concerning. There's not even a severed head in here. Hmm. Well, we're probably gonna die soon, because I cannot find what the differences are. It says there's 3 active, and I see exactly 0. Because that's still here. No heads. Music's not playing. It's like all the anomalies I know of in that room. You know, this is kind of a big pool to only have 1 ladder. I don't know. Is that normal? Yep. Hey, at least the game didn't crash this time. That's good. That's lights in the main pool. Oh, light anomaly. I wasn't looking for those. Footprints in the lobby. I did not see that at all. To be fair, I wasn't looking at the floor very much, but yeah. Missing object in dressing room. Really? The missing object in the dressing room. The dressing room is the single most crowded room in this place. You think I'd notice a missing object? Okay. The other 2 I probably should have noticed. I don't know. But restart, I suppose. But yeah, I saw the fan art you sent me on X, formerly known as Twitter. It's very good. I sent you a message about it if you saw that. Oh, and the doorknobs. I should pay attention because it's right, left on the doors. That's probably going to be important. Yeah, the dressing room is indeed a mess. What was missing in here? It's... I would never know. I would never be able to tell what was missing. Maybe that thing? Whatever that is right there? I don't know. Hanger's still there. So we'll just need to memorize it better for next time. And then it said light anomaly in main pool, I think. Or just lights in main pool. Maybe it was saying the lights here. I don't know. But whatever it was, there was a light anomaly somewhere. And that's no good. I still don't know what this, like, big pit here is. Like, is this all supposed to be filled with water? And this is just, for some reason, a really deep part? It's just the drowning pit? I don't know. Like, imagine if the rest of it was filled with water and you just didn't see that there was an abyss right in front of you and you just walk right into it. Though I guess most people that go here probably know how to swim. Does this look different? No. No, those 2 tall plants are supposed to be there. We're fine. Oh. I was just talking about how there's supposed to only be 1 ladder in here. Right? And how it was weird that there was only 1 ladder in here. Yeah. But that weirdness makes it very evident when they change it. Everything looks fine here. At least every object I've made note of is still around. So that's a plus. But I don't know, there's many, many, many objects in there, and probably numerous of which I did not actually take notice of. So that's no good. Oh, uh, they're draining the drowning pit. What would that... Oh, but missing object? Oh, it's because there's an abyss. Oh, I made a mistake. I didn't wait long enough to see that it was an abyss that swallowed up the water. I thought they were just stealing the water and that was a missing object. Is water an object? I would assume so. And there apparently can be footprints here in the lobby. I never saw those, but that's what it said would be in there. So let's keep an eye out for those. Everything looks fine here, though. Yeah, the abyss anomalies can be a little unsettling. I don't know what exactly they're about. But usually they're easy enough to see, so that's a bonus. Everything's fine in there. All the plants are normal here. All the... Yeah, right, left. That's how it's supposed to be. Gotta pay attention to the doorknobs, too. Gotta make sure the doorknobs are facing the right way. I don't know if that's an anomaly, but I assume it might be eventually. Everything else seems fine here. Everything's fine there. 3 lights. Good. I can see why they said this game would be harder. Some of these anomalies are a little hard to see. Even in the rooms that aren't very crowded. Like the footprints in the lobby, there have been, like in the last game at the summer cottage, there was a footprint anomaly that happened quite often. And I saw it every time very clearly. But here it's like there's certain things you can just gloss over. I don't know why. It might just be the art style, but it's certainly easy to overlook things. Maybe they're just making the anomalies a lot less obvious in this one. Which is not good news for me. Is that always supposed to be a light there? I mean, yeah, it's right above the art, just like this one, so probably. I'm now kind of hyper-focused on finding light anomalies. Because I didn't even notice. That was the one that I should have noticed. But I didn't notice at all a light anomaly in the pool area. Maybe that was just the last one to appear, but... I don't know. Ah, you're not supposed to be there. What are you? Is that like an ashtray or something? I don't even know. But whatever it is abnormal. And that one was easy to see because those rooms, the lobby area is always very, very empty. So if anything changes there, it's pretty obvious. Aside from the footprints, apparently. Because those completely slipped by my notice. Art is the same. Everything looks fine here. I think everything's still there. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know, I feel like there must be anomalies active right now. It's been too long. Uh, plant missing? Plants are like the only thing in that room, so pretty easy to notice that they're gone. Everything here still looks fine. Is that always supposed to be brown? I think so. 2 and 2 plants. We're fine, I think. It's so hard to tell with that room. But eventually, especially because it's the only, like, really difficult room in this level. Pitch black halls are creepy. Yeah. I don't think those are anomalies at all. Maybe. This one looks less dark than it's supposed to be, but I don't know how you'd have a less dark area. Unless it's a light anomaly, but I don't think it would be that subtle. But either way, yeah, the hallways being just pitch black is a little off-putting. But it should be fine. Any footprints? No. Not that I can see. Everything looks fine. I know not everything's fine, but it looks fine to me. That's what scares me. Also, these benches do not look comfortable to sit on. I don't know why they have those in there. Wait a minute. Object movement? You're supposed to be over here. Good sir. Ladder man. Thank you. Can't be doing that. Man, I don't know why there's like little pixels moving on a bunch of objects in that room. It makes it a little hard to tell if there's any movement going on that's anomalous. What are you doing there? You're not normal. One time I actually look at the pool and there's actually something there. Very nice. No footprints. I assume they'd be on the floor. Maybe they'd be on the walls. I'm not sure. But that seems a little bit more bizarre. Well, nothing's missing here as far as I can tell. Nor is something added, hopefully. What is that? I have no idea. I don't even know what that is. But it's not supposed to be there. I know that much. Because all the pools are empty. And there's no garbage down at the bottom of any of the pools. Oddly well-maintained spa for being so anomalous. And I see they refilled the water, which is nice. It's good for them. And so does fixing all the anomalies in a place, does that make the anomalies go away? Or is it just like an upkeep thing? Because it seems that bad things happen if you let the anomalies get out of control, but like, do the anomalies ever stop? Or is it a 24-hour job that someone has to be sitting here looking for anomalies the whole night? Every night? Because that just does not seem like it's very sustainable, right? I guess if you have a whole organization dedicated to it, you might be able to pull it off, but... Or maybe that's what these games are. Maybe these aren't games at all. Maybe they're actually... You know, it's the live camera feed from the actual locations. They're using us gamers to try and find all the differences and the anomalies. Kind of like the... What is it? The CAPTCHA? Where it's like... At least people were theorizing. I don't know if it was actually figured out. The CAPTCHA was like training AI to identify certain things using humans identifying things as a basis. But I heard that theory once or twice or all over the place. So maybe this is something like that, where they're just outsourcing the job of finding all the anomalies to us gamers. Yeah, I understand. I don't know. These look weird. This I don't know why, but the towels look off. Like they're a different color. Yeah, maybe. It's very slightly different. I think there was like a trim on the end around it. I don't know. That was a tough one. My brain, like, I kept looking at that towel and thinking, like, there's something weird about that, but I couldn't place what it was. The warning is, it kind of made me have to report something. Oh, that is tiny. No, not manipulation. Not manipulation. It would have been movement. Yeah, I understand. Movement. They moved the pen. But that's a tiny little anomaly. I see why they were saying that this game is harder. Like, this is on normal difficulty, and they count a full anomaly as a pen moving to the other side of a paper. Like, that is much harder than any of the other anomalies in the normal versions of the, you know, 6th games levels. So we're in for a bad time, I assume. That's what that means. Because it's just going to be the tiniest little changes. Which maybe it was only a tiny change because that was such a barren room. And so anything they changed in there would be super apparent unless it was very, very... Are you different? I don't know. I know they can manipulate the towels a little bit to make them look slightly different, but it does not appear so. Do I have no idea what else is wrong? Everything else looks fine. Except for you. Are you a different plant type? I don't think you are. What would that even be considered? Manipulation? Replacement? Probably. Actually, yeah. It would be replacement, wouldn't it? I don't know. Let's just verify. Because that's the only thing that I can see that seemed at all out of place. And yet there should still be like 2 anomalies out here at least. I'm just not seeing it at all. Like, what is wrong? I am assuming there's something in here. Is that soap supposed to be there? No soap for you. I don't know. It was apparently supposed to be there. Okay. Oh. Manipulation? Someone closed the little sitting pod? Yeah. That's a thing. This is gonna be... Were these always facing away from the pool? Were they? I thought they were facing towards it. But I never really noted. No, yeah. Someone moved them. Yep, they're supposed to be facing towards the pool, as I thought. That is so tiny. Perhaps that's what she said, but it's true. All these anomalies are just absolutely minuscule. Not all of them. Some of them are pretty apparent. Like the pod closing. That's kind of hard to miss. But and the little key here, that was actually, you know, a pretty decent anomaly. But it's like some of them are just so hard to see. I don't know. If there's a lot of those, I don't think I'm ever going to catch them all. But we'll see. It's all just a matter of time and getting more and more familiar with the layout. Oh. Missing object. There's supposed to be a towel there. Yellow one. Hi. Intruder? Question mark? Bro, or failed. Let's try again. It's a thing. Hi. Don't fail this time, please. Thank you. That's what we pay you for. To get rid of intruders and giant worms, apparently. Alright, back to business as usual. Yeah, it's kind of interesting that I got that anomaly. Because I was scrolling through the community page on this, and I looked at like the achievements and stuff, and there was apparently Nixie is back. That's apparently a thing. You hate worms. Have you always hated worms, or do you just hate worms now after seeing that guy? Because honestly, either one would be reasonable. These look smaller than normal. I don't know why. It might just be my brain messing with me. No, yeah, they're fine. But yeah, I actually saw a community thing of someone saying that they couldn't get the worm guy until like it took them like 20 tries of this level to get it. So I'm kind of surprised that I got that guy so early. But I think there's an achievement for him. So that's good. Who doesn't like achievements? You always hate worms? Oh, that's not good. That's like specifically targeting your fears kind of thing. Yeah, I'm fine with worms. I usually don't interact with them much, but I have nothing against them. So it doesn't really... Most of the intruders in these games don't really bother me. Oh, there's the footsteps. Finally. What would that be? Footprints. There we go. There's actually an anomaly type for that. That's good. Yeah, most of the stuff in these games don't bother me because I have an amount of like separation because I'm just looking through the camera. So it's like, yeah, I'm not actually there. Nothing can hurt me. So we're fine. Yeah, no, that's fine. Probably, maybe. Why is there noise? Are we dying? Seriously, why is there no... I think there's like a ghost, but I can't see it. E... 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 In... In E... Okay. There was E... In E. Oh, there... Apparently... E... Oh gosh, what was that? That's main pool, right? No, that was cold pool. E in cold pool. Okay. E. The Markiplier E was attacking us. Alright. I have no idea what that was all about, but we're good. Oh, severed head. In dressing room. He's back. Felicitations, malefactor. Even the time was E. It was. Everything was E. And I was concerned because usually when there's weird noises, there's like an intruder or a ghost or... Someone's stealing our water again. Is it another abyss? Abyss water slide? Last time this happened, there was an abyss. No. Let's try missing object then. Water is missing. No. Rift? Water slide? Maybe that's a rift. Maybe that's what that sounds like. Nope. Then what is it? Game? Can you explain? Is there like a water missing? The body before extra object object replacement. Manipulation. Sure. Are they manipulating the water? They are manipulating the water to be elsewhere. Sure. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. That seems like a bit of a stretch to me, but whatever. At least this is not on hard difficulty. So, failed reports don't cause us extra pain. Everything seems fine here. It's painful to say every time I look at that dressing room that everything seems fine there, but it never seems like there's actually an issue in that room. Unless it's very obvious. But somewhere in my brain it's always saying like, oh, there's probably something wrong, and you're just not noticing it. Because that's usually how it goes. But everything I memorized in this room seems to still be in place. So it's either something I never looked at, or it's something so subtle that I can't even memorize it. It's gonna be 1:30 p.m. now. Well, actually, we're almost in game to 5. Probably off topic, but... Aww. That's sad. What did we miss? What was it? We did a lot more anomalies that time, though. That was good. Extra object in main pool. Where? What could have been extra? Main pool's pretty empty. Missing object in sauna. What was missing? Extra object to dressing room. You see that one was expected though. Yeah, that's it. It's always the dressing room. All right, back at it again. So we now know what the footprints look like. That's just right in this area if it's the same every time. So that's good. We also know the pen can move to the other side. Good to know. This plant can disappear. Who knows what else? In here, apparently objects can appear and disappear. So let's really focus in here. We got 3 stacks of 3 towels. We got, what is that, like a gramophone? We got a little shrubbery there. 2 of the squirty bottles with... Is there 2 bottles behind that? Yeah, so there's 2 squirty bottles, 2 bottles behind that. It looks like there's a bottle behind the gramophone. And 3 spray can America things in the front. There's 2 towels on each of these. 2 plants. 2 and 2. There's a green bottle, black bottle, towel, 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 towel. There's a hanger there, camera, thingamawhatsits, magazines, 3 of them there. There's a soap and a spray can and a soap, 2 trash cans, 1 paper there. Brown towel looks a bit weird, but you know, it always does. So that is all the things that I pay attention to in this room. And if any of those change, hopefully I'll notice. Because that's a lot of things. That's a lot of items. Maybe one day I'll notice that they've changed. And what could be extra in the main pool and missing in the sauna? What could those have been? I don't know, I have to just assume that I never looked at those cameras very closely while the anomalies were active, because I'd like to say that I would have noticed that. You know? Because, yeah, main pool, if there's an extra object somewhere around here, what would that have been? It's also, like, empty. Might have been in the pool, in, like, the darkness. It's very possible. Oh, key is back. Extra object. I like that the anomaly fixing screen is not like blow out your eardrums loud, because in some of the other games it's pretty loud. But yeah, in here it's pretty simple. You know, there's towel, I think towel, very small old mattress, towel, swimsuit, thingamawhat's pointing towards pool thing, the death drowning pit. So all of that's pretty easy to remember. And of course the paintings here, murals probably. 1 light above each mural, whatever that is. It's not that hard of a room to memorize, but something's missing there. The lamp. Why would you take my lamp? Alright, let's do our counting again. 3, 2, 2, 3, plants, soap, things, camera, all's there, all's there, all's there. Okay. Good. Just have to do that every single time we go to that room. We gotta count every item. Because that'll be efficient. That's how we do it. We've only found one anomaly. That is concerning. Not sure what else is in there, but everything looked fine to me. One o'clock and only one anomaly. Is this supposed to be there? I know there's one in this corner. I never looked at that corner, I don't think. No? Okay, so that is supposed to be there. Good. There's one of those in each corner. Back to this room, I see. Ah! So... manipulation. Maybe. Looks like there's a dummy there in the corner, but it's always there. Interesting. Dummy in the corner, you say? I don't know which corner you're talking about. I don't see no dummy. But if it's always there, then it's probably not something I have to worry about. Maybe, although it might change. I don't know. Oh, great. They're taking my agua again. Was that manipulation? Is that what we decided that was? Yeah, but you know, giant orb of water in main pool, that's normal. It happens every so often. Everything seems alright here. Yeah. Okay. Gotta keep moving and looking around. And I haven't identified any light anomalies yet. I don't know if that's just because they're more subtle and much harder to see. Because in the earlier games, light anomalies were like the most obvious ones. If you just see bright lights in your face and you're getting like blinded, like you open the browser in light mode at 3 a.m., then you know for a fact that the light anomaly is there. But they might be very subtle in this game. I'm not sure. Everything else is very subtle in this game. So, I don't know why those would be an exception. Aha. You guys changed again. Replacement. Supposed to be small plants. But the ladder's behaving for once, so that's good. And no wormy guy, so that's also a plus. Although, I mean, the wormy guy's a bit disturbing, but at the very least, he's very obvious. You can't really miss him, so there's that. Makes my job a bit easier if he shows up. Everything looks fine here. I don't trust it. think you can jinx stuff by thinking it? Because I know whenever you like say something out loud, people consider that like jinxing it. But if you just think it in your head, is that also jinxing? Because I don't know. Yeah, it's moving small things and they're hard to spot. Is very true. But it all eventually comes down to just familiarity. Someday I'll be able to spot the tiny little things that it's moving. It just takes me a long time to get that familiar with the levels. And it's got all this dark water. I mean, this is on max brightness, I'm pretty sure. Unless it reset the brightness when the game crashed. But I don't know. So even with max brightness, the water is like very dark and very hard to see through. Alright, everything here looks fine. Nothing's missing. Here is fine. Nothing's missing. Here looks fine. Hesitant to say so, but can't find any faults with it. Hmm. Ah. Why you be undulating like that? What is that? Movement? I guess. That ain't right. I mean, at the very least, now it's actually doing the anomalies that I assumed that it'll do. Because in the previous games, I was always looking at all the small details. It was like, oh yes, they could move this one wine glass in the living room to somewhere else. And then they never did. They only ever did the big anomalies. So at least here, when I look at it... Oh, he's back 2 times in a row. Well, let's move off of him, because apparently... Yeah, there that goes. I'm gonna leave. Oh, no, it won't let me leave again. Okay. You know, I think the game just doesn't like you. Because, as I said, there have been... I heard people saying that they couldn't get that anomaly to appear for a while. And now we've had it like 2 games in a row. I think the game heard that it specifically disturbs you. And it was like, we need to do that one more often. That's just unfortunate, isn't it? But we're fine. Is there... No. There's not supposed to be anything there. We're fine. We're okay. Well, I'm fine. You might not be fine, but I'm doing fine. And that's what's important, probably. But it is a little disconcerting, the whole report failed thing. Like, failed how? What does that mean exactly? E? 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 In the lobby? Oh, things turn more E the longer the E is Eing. So I didn't find the E fast enough in the last E, so the E ended up Eing more E's. I see. It all makes sense now. This place looks fine. Everything seems normal. But yeah, luckily we caught the E early this time, because it didn't make it almost impossible to actually report it from the same room by the time that I got there. Because with the last one, it was really hard to report it because I didn't know what anything said. It was all just ease. And I haven't played this long enough to memorize the position of all the reports and everything. Everything seems fine. Hesitant to say that, but... Oh, you're extra. The only pools that I can think of where a monster chases us is like, I don't know, possibly the like liminal space backrooms type pools. It is kind of reminiscent of those either way, but that may not be what you're referencing. Let's see. Everything looks fine here still. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, very much so. Except luckily, not much actually chases us here. I guess the worm kind of pops out and tries to attack us, but generally, we're pretty safe. You know, we're just behind a camera. We're just hiding back here in our safe, cozy office. Nothing can hurt us. Okay, this is all good. I feel like I'm missing stuff though. Really do. Though I don't know, maybe they toned it back with the anomalies after the worm guy because he takes a long time to report. I wouldn't count on it. Ah! Wind? Abnormal wind in the main pool. That is very abnormal. Thank you. Yeah, and it's also really hard to tell what anomaly types are what when... Are they supposed to go all the way down to there? I never actually checked. Object manipulation? I don't know. It looks weird that it just goes straight down into the bottom. But okay, I guess that's normal. I don't know what else that would be other than manipulation. But yeah, a lot of the anomalies just summon up new anomaly types into your report window. And it's like that makes it kind of hard to be able to tell what is what if a lot of anomalies are just their own category. Manipulation? Probably. I was thinking light anomaly at first, but I think... Really? Image anomaly? Light? There is light, but it's just it taking a picture. It's supposed to do that. So I would think that would have been a manipulation. You see what I mean? Sometimes it's not the object or the anomaly type you expect it to be. Yeah, and these are weird. These are definitely weird. Check movement, extra object replacement? I don't know. Are they always like that? Because if you look here, this goes down and then straight. These go into the ground at an angle, which is just... I didn't think that they were supposed to be like that. But I don't know what anomaly type that would be. So, if that is an anomaly, I've already tried manipulation and replacement. Or movement? Hi. What you doing here? You're a bit of an intruder. Hi. Oh, goodbye. She doesn't like getting reported, apparently. Well, too bad for her. She gonna just have to deal with it. Yeah, no, that's fine. We're fine. Okay, she's gone. She's not here to beat us up. That's good. And all the objects look fine here. At least I hope that's true. Yeah, I guess I just gotta assume that that's normal. Maybe report it once more? What would that be? Movement? Replacement? Maybe it's replaced with a similar type of rail that is just different. Hey, this is different. That's like the first anomaly we ever saw on this map. Going back to the classics. Everything looks fine here, though. I spend like twice as much time on that one room than I do in any other individual room. Because nothing else has nearly the same level of detail. It's like there's the dressing room and then there's everything else. It's the two halves of this level. Yeah, this room, I like this room. It's nice and simple. There are a few tricky anomalies, but all in all, it's a pretty straightforward room. You don't have to worry about too much being deceptive there. Here is kind of iffy just because the pool is a bit dark. I feel like I'm gonna miss things in the pool occasionally. Here's mostly fine because the water is very clear. Here's fine because the water's nice and clear, but there are a lot of plants. But I've already memorized the plants, so that's good. Ah, severed head in dressing room. We know that guy. Much better than other anomalies we could be getting in there. Oh, what was that? What? Oh, you're not gonna do it anymore, huh? I could have sworn I saw the camera go all kind of glitchy. It was like some amount of distortion there. But I guess that was nothing. We'll just move on. But we all saw it. It was there. Everything's fine here still. But why? I swear there's gotta be something I'm missing in that room. I don't know what just yet, but we'll find it someday. Why is nothing happening? It's disconcerting. Either that means they're building up for a big opponent to appear, or things are happening and I'm just not seeing it. No, everything's fine here. Everything's normal. I think. Was that moved? I feel like that might have moved like slightly to the right, but I don't think so. No, yeah. Engine employee, yep. Says there are many things wrong. You moved. But what else is wrong here? I think that did its thing again. Yeah. Yeah, that anomalies are just a slight difference right around the edge of it. That's such a douchey anomaly. I don't even... It's like, it's one of those things that I can notice, but I can't even really quantify what is different about it. And that makes it very hard to figure out when it has happened. Things seems fine in here. No, everything's fine. Everything's normal there. Concerning. Oh. Lights? Water slide? Light anomaly? That's not right. Yes, hello? I heard a noise, but I don't know what that was. Is there an intruder somewhere? Extra object in there. The 5 o'clock music has started playing. Delightful. These moved. These are supposed to face away from the pool. No, they're supposed to be facing towards it. I keep getting that mixed. Well, I don't keep getting that mixed up. I know that can move, but I don't remember which way it's supposed to be now. So they're supposed to face towards it. Gotta remember that. Hmm. You. Move. Well, move back, because you did move. You're gone. They shouldn't have messed with one of the only obvious items in that room, because I will notice that. Story 2 a.m. Alright. Well, I'm glad that you were here for the time that you were. Have a good night. I'll try to finish this out if I can. That's... What is that? Steam, smoke, fog? No. What'd that be? Frozen water? Maybe? Is that what that is? It looks weird. And frozen water's new, so... Guess that's that. Didn't know that was a thing. What, do they just go in there with like some ice picks and just break it up? No more E, luckily. So I kind of like the E The E is kind of nice. Really? We were like 10 minutes away, and I didn't see anything different. Missing object? It always says missing object in sauna. And we've missed the lights in main pool like twice now. I don't know what that is. Room manipulation? What does that even mean? Okay, that one might have been the one that appeared last, so I wouldn't have seen it. Because usually, once, you know, you hit the anomaly that ends the game, you never see that anomaly or have time to see it because it just ends the game. But missing object in sauna, I should have noticed. I should have noticed that. Sauna doesn't have that many odd objects. It's just the little detector in the top left. There's the handrail that has the towel on it. Then there's the brown towel like there. Then there's another towel there and a towel over here. And then the two objects in the towel in the pool thing. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's a light above each mural as well. And then the other detector up in the top right corner, I think. And that's it. So how is it that out of like the 5 different objects in that sauna that I'd miss one of them disappearing? How is that possible? And I have no idea what lights in main pool means, because most of the time we see light anomalies very easily, and yet this is the second time it said that lights in main pool, we've completely missed it. So how is that? What does it look like? It's like, I like that it tells us this, but it also just it leaves me with more questions, like, what is room manipulation? How did we miss these two? What was different? And we'll just never know. Well, I guess we're back to it. Get out of here. This room is the bane of my existence. I have no idea what was room manipulation. Is that even? It's not even. It's not even an anomaly type. What does that even mean? That's another issue with the anomaly types just appearing in the list, is that if it's not something that you know can happen, then you won't be looking out for it. You'd have to be like, hey, something looks weird here, and then you hover over it and open up the drop-down menu and you see there's something new in it. I don't know. It makes it a bit harder. Also, where does the slide go and come from? Like, what? Where's the start of this? We don't see where that is. Yeah, you see? Towels, that thing, towels, those, these two, these two. I guess this might have been missing. Maybe one of these. I don't know. There's like nothing else in this room at all. Maybe the bars? Maybe that like hand bar was missing? I don't know. It's really bizarre that something would have gone missing in the sauna and I didn't notice it. They did tell me this would be a tough game. They did mention that. Hi? What is this? What do you mean? No, it doesn't have lights? Sauna? What is this? Camera malfunction maybe? No, yeah, that was lights. What the heck? I mean, it definitely looked a lot more sauna-esque. It is very, very warm colors. I don't know. And what was it that was in here? This was room manipulation. I don't know what that means. We'll figure that out eventually, I guess. Main pool lights. I still don't know if that means that there was a light anomaly or if it was literally that the lights were different. I assume if the lights were different, it would just be object manipulation or object movement or disappearance or whatever. So it had to be like a light anomaly. But what kind of a light anomaly would be in that room that I wouldn't notice? Because I looked past the main pool several times. I'm fairly certain if something was weird with the lighting, I would have seen it. Unless it was incredibly minor. And that must be what it was. Because I can't imagine what else it could have been. If it was at all obvious, I would have noticed. It's very bizarre. Now, no, is this room getting manipulated? The last time I was in there, it did look a little, I don't know, warbly? But I don't know what that would be. Or why that would be, or even when that was. I just remember that vaguely in the back of my mind. Footprints again. Yeah, at the rate that this is going, I'm probably going to be... Oh, object missing. I'm probably going to be... Where is it? Missing object. I kept looking for object missing when it's missing object. Which I should know by now. I've played many of these games. But it looks like it might be one level per stream at the rate it's going. Are these chairs different? I don't know. I know these chairs were always a bit different. Yeah, and these are supposed to go straight into the ground. That's kind of bizarre. All objects are here and accounted for. Pen is in the right place. Very important. You know, I've got to wonder, what is with those little half-circle metal things at the sides of the pools? I have no idea what those are. Okay, everything's fine there. You're different. Because, yeah, like these things. Like, what is that? Is that a chair? Is that some very weird new age diving board? Is that modern art? Is it... I don't even know. I don't know what that could be. That I ran out of random guesses very quickly. Because none of them, I mean, none of them were logical in the first place, but I just cannot imagine what those are used for exactly. Oh, they did that again. Delightful. Honestly, probably one of the easiest to recognize anomalies in that room. But yeah, even if we win this run, it's still going to be a 2-hour stream trying to get this one level done. So it may just end up being one level per stream for this entire game. Because trying to do this kind of game for more than 2 hours kind of hurts my eyes. There's just a lot to keep track of. I mean, already my eyes were getting like dried out in the last run because I was just looking too intently. What are you? Why do you exist? Are there more ladders? No. Ladders are fine. And now everything seems fine. Nothing seems to be happening. A bit of a lull in the... Oh, in the anomalies. This guy's back. This guy's pretty consistent. That guy's like always there. Maybe I'm just getting lucky. Seeing Severed Head Man a lot. Yeah, what could have been going missing here? Because, like, even without looking at this room, I was able to mentally recount every item. So how did something go missing there and I never noticed? What was it? It must have been the top right thing, right? It had to have been. Because anything else I would have noticed. Because, yeah, this thing and this thing I may have not noticed if they'd gone away. But anything else in here, even that, I probably, maybe, would have seen. Though maybe not, because I do remember looking at this wall and feeling like it was extra empty. Maybe it was that was gone and I just never noticed. That just seems weird. But now we're paying more attention. Now we're really paying close attention to that room and every object in it. And we will know next time if something moves or disappears. We must know. Everything's fine there. Everything's fine here. You know, I probably would do this as a job if this was like an actual thing that you could get paid for. Hi. You are you... It takes all... I thought the anomaly report wasn't working. How many growths? What, one? What, how many growths? I only see the one. Hello? Oh, two. There's two. As far as I can tell. Well, you're abnormal. Alright, good day. I think he's the one that kept moving that pen. So I don't much appreciate him. But seriously, the hard mode of the 6th game was pretty much equivalent to the normal mode of this game, it looks like. Hi. Snail Man? Snaman? Slugman? Sman. Seen a lot of intruders today. But yeah, very bizarre. Yeah, this is normal, I think. Probably. Maybe. Everything looks fine. Oh, it's 2:30 already. Interesting. I think I was too busy dealing with intruders to realize that time had been passing by. Let's see, extra object. You know, I liked the 6th game when I didn't need to choose what anomaly type it was. Like, you know, you had to be very specific as to where you were pointing, but I liked not having to choose the anomaly type because that causes a lot of issues. You know, there's just a lot of shenanigans that goes on with that. With, you know, never knowing what the anomaly type is and trying to report it like 5 times in a row, trying to figure out what type it is, only to realize it's like a completely separate type that they made up just for that anomaly. It's a lot easier just to click and hold and then it's gone. But I guess easy is not what they were going for with this game. Not at all. E. 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 In we side. We slide. Yes. E. Good. Hmm. Everything looks fine here, to the best of my knowledge. Though, as I was saying earlier, it is still nice that we don't need to choose what room it is for most anomalies. The room one was probably my biggest issue with the earlier games. Is just having to choose what room it's in, and I never remember what the room names are, and it's like you're sitting there getting killed by an intruder, and it's just like, oops, sorry, you chose the wrong room. Guess you'll die. So that was, you know, always annoying. Good thing they got that fixed, but still. What are these? Why do they exist? Oh, you're getting all jibble jabbly again? That's fine. You do you. I'm not here to judge. Except I am, because you're an anomaly, so die. You guys move. I remember that. You know, but I've been waiting for the small details here, like the doorknobs moving to the other side, or maybe the male and female signs to be switched, or both of them to be one or the other, you know? But none of that's happened. I don't know if that can happen. That's when I first went to that room, that's what I assumed would be able to happen, but I've never seen that thus far, even though I keep looking out for it. So if it does happen, I'll be ready, but I don't know if that's even a possibility. Mr. Growth's Man is there though, so that's great. Good for him. Okay, nothing is missing. Nothing at all. Oh, is that normal? Is that is that? I don't know. I feel like the top of the table looks different. Replacement? Maybe it isn't. Maybe I was just no. It's one of those details. Yeah, see? It's supposed to be wood, but it ended up being marble like the floor. That's one of those small details that you're just, it makes you second guess yourself so much. Because that could have just been a thing where I never looked at the material of the tabletop until that moment. You know, it'd be interesting if the E was was like if it didn't make a sound. Because that would make it a lot harder to tell when it's happening. You would need to actually look at this or try to report something to be able to tell if the E is Eing. But, you know, I guess we don't need the obvious anomalies to be less obvious. It's like the opposite of what we need in this game. So maybe I shouldn't be giving them ideas. Everything looks fine here. To me, at least. Yeah, I think this is the longest time I've spent on a singular level in any of the games so far. And this is the first level of the 7th game. I can only imagine that it gets harder from here. That this is the easy mode and that the rest of the levels are going to be infinitely harder. Oh, someone moved the pan movement. I'm starting to like slow down a little bit. I don't know why. You'd think that the longer I'm at this, the faster I'd be able to see things and react to things, but I feel like while my vision gets sharper and I'm able to spot the anomalies easier, I'm also like slower to react. I don't know, maybe it's just because looking is a very slow action, and I'm getting more and more accustomed just scanning for things rather than actually reacting to them. I was gonna say if only I could be sitting there looking for things and then just tell someone else so they can report it, so then I don't have to deal with it. But then I realized that's pretty much what it would be like to just be not the streamer and just be watching the stream. Instead of just watch it and wait until something changes. Is that? What is that? What is going on up there? Manipulation? Why does that look different? I don't know. That must not be an anomaly because I don't even know what I'd report that as. It's just bizarre. Because, yeah, you can see, like, the top of the doorway kind of jutting out. That's different from the other doors, but I guess it's normal. Okay, everything is still here. And facing the right ways. Everything's fine there. Back to here. Oh, you're not supposed to be there, right? Like 23% sure? Yeah. See, I was very sure about that one. That's honestly, given this room, that was a high percentage. that's that's about as sure as I could ever get with those types of things. Everything's here, looks like. Everything's there. This place looks fine. Wait a minute. The phone's still there, but the phone's not there. It's like the, what is it? The receiver is gone. That was a small one. That was, I don't know how I even noticed that, because what happened in my brain was I looked at the phone, and while something seemed slightly off about it, which is why I looked at it for longer, I honestly, my brain was just like, oh, the phone's still there. Moving on. Like, like, nope, it's not missing. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, that's not just manipulation. That's, what was that? I mean, it counted as manipulation for some reason. That that feels wrong to me, but that certainly seemed like something else entirely. But yeah, the little phone receiver being gone is just diabolical. I don't know. I don't know what this guy was smoking when he put this game together, but if he thought that all of these were like, I don't know, what was it, light, I think. If he thought that these were like reasonable, some of them, whoo boy. It's definitely like, for some reason, I thought that it would get harder progressively as you go up in the games, but it seems like it was all right around the same difficulty, maybe getting slightly harder as you went up. But you know, as you get into the later games, you kind of expect it to get harder because people are more used to how the game functions. It's kind of like in WoW, where back in the day, in classic WoW, the very basic boss fights were enough to make it so people could barely beat them because the average skill level was far lower back at the start of the game. So the same kind of thing has to happen here, where as you evolve through the games, you need to make it harder and harder and harder in order for people's increasing skill in the game to, you know, evolve with it. Or else it just gets too easy. There's these things missing. What is it? Missing object. So yeah, I understood that it would get harder as time went on. The issue is that I feel like the difficulty gap between 6 and 7, not even like, what was that? Did I hear something? Oh, it's 5 o'clock. That's what I was hearing. I didn't even notice I was talking too much. But yeah, the skill gap between 6 and 7 seems like bigger than the gap between 1 and 6. You know? Because as I said, it very much seems like this is the equivalent of the hard levels on 6, but it's the normal level. The first normal level. That might just be because I haven't played this level before, and so I'm trying to, you know, memorize the layout and find a bunch of hard anomalies simultaneously. Yeah, and then this is gonna fail. Then we gotta do it again. And you can't move off of the camera, so it's just gonna keep you captive here for a while. And once again, that's the third time we've gotten that guy. That is impressive, I think. Let's see, 5, 2, 3, all here. We're fine. No footprints. Doors are good. Moving on. Towel's fine. Nothing's missing. Plants are fine. No severed head. We're good. Frozen water. Sure, whatever. That means there's 2 other anomalies in this place. Somewhere. But it's not in the sauna. Everything's fine here. It's gotta be here. It has to be here. What is this? Room manipulation. That's what it is. The room got bigger. That's what room manipulation means. We figured it out. Big brain. We know what room manipulation is now. Let's see, main pool. There's no lighting difference there, though. As far as I can tell. Maybe lighting difference here, but it's so hard to tell. I literally cannot tell if there's a lighting difference. Everything's accounted for here. Lights main pool. Just throw it out there because we missed it twice. We have missed it twice. So if the lights are off in some way that I can't tell, we need to report it. Come on, I'm literally looking as hard as I can look. And I'm seeing nothing. Okay, good. That's another one. It's not enough, though. Keep looking. Eyeballs keep moving. You can't let up. Not until the "you've done it" screen appears. Haha. Replacement? Would that be manipulation or replacement? Because it's a different sign. Okay, yeah, replacement. I knew they'd change the gender sign at some point. It's just a matter of time. Just keep looking. You made it! Oh my goodness gracious. Up next, apartment building. No thank you. We're gonna be done for the day. One level. Just one level. Maybe I should just try it once to get, you know, the memorization going. Because if this next one is as hard as the spa, then I'm going to need all the extra memorization juice as I can get for tomorrow. Because, yeesh. So let's give it one go. Just because I feel bad only doing the one level. Even though that was really tough. Real tough. Kitty! That's a nice kitty. Why is there a kitty here? That's the first time we've actually seen like a living, moving creature as not an anomaly. I'm pretty sure. Okay, anyways. Focus up. 2 bikes. Buttons. Broom. Whatever that is. More bikes. 1 tipped over. What is that? What are you? I have no idea. Okay, everything there is good. Missing. Deserved it, I'm sure. Scooters and stuff. Scooter boards. Why is that? Okay, this one's doorknob is on the opposite end. Is that even a door? What is that? Are those doorknobs? Those look weird. Okay, these might change. I don't know what that's even saying. Sane. Okay, that's good. That's normal. That's a lot of... How do you even get in this situation? Why do you leave that on the pool table? I don't know. Pissy. Alright. Lots of coffee mugs. That's normal. Exit sign. Big... What even is that? That just looks like they're big screws in the wall. I don't even know. But that's probably normal. Garbage. Lots of, you know, fenced off areas. For some reason. Lots of tires. It reminds me of in the 3rd game. Alright, and then we're here again. Hi, kitty. How's it going? That's a 3 or a B? A B? It looks like a B. Because, you know, there is a line there. It's just kind of washed out by the light. Another broom was there. Is this pool table gonna change in like some minuscule way? And I'm gonna cry. Oh, you're special. But blood. That's its own anomaly report. It's just blood. Man. Parking garages, they they give me the creeps. I don't know why. They're just kind of ominous. This chair's pulled out. Was that always like that? I think so. We're on normal, so object movement. Just to verify that that is where it's supposed to be. Yeah, so one chair is pulled out on the far right of that table. We have 4, 4, 4. Actually, it looks like this is a double stack of tires, and then 2, then triple stack and 1, and quadruple stack. So all these tire things add up to 4 each. And there's like an orb of light. I'm pretty sure that's just a light bulb, but it looks like a perfect orb of light hovering over it, so that's good. Kitty. Can I report to Kitty? He's an intruder. No. Cat's definitely supposed to be there. Because I mean, this is the first screen. I saw the cat from like minute 1. Oh. Is there something different here? Brain, why are you telling me that this wall looks different? Why are you telling me that? Why does it look different? Are there always vases there? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that wall just looks cleaner than normal. I don't know why. Those vases are supposed to be there. That's good. It's 3 and 3 chairs. 2 chairs. Good. We found only the blood. No other anomalies just yet. Kitty. Oh, there's like smoke or steam or something. Smoke coming out of that. That's probably not healthy. Is there always a doormat there? Is that what's different? The extra object. Is there supposed to be a doormat? Who knows? Yes, evidently that one door has a doormat. That's probably why they're so popular. Why they have all the scooters and skateboards outside of their house. Because they have a bunch of people over because they're the cool people who have the doormat. Everyone else is the lame people without the doormat. You're different, right? I'm like 5% sure. Yes. I swear, the percentage of sureness that I am is going down. It is plummeting with each anomaly I report. It's like pretty soon I'm gonna be like 2.7% sure about something when I report it. But I was at all sure about that because I remember looking at it and being like, that looks kind of like the. Is there supposed to be a purse here? I was thinking it kind of looked like the thing, the tricycle from what is it, The Shining? I remembered that it reminded me of that somewhat. It doesn't actually really look like it, I don't think. It's been a long time since I saw the movie, but it reminded me of that. So that's why I thought it looked different, but I wasn't very sure. But after this attempt, when we've memorized as much as we can memorize, we'll end the stream there. Because Yeesh. The first level took so long. Do I have to memorize where all the balls are on this? I hope not. Because I'm not going to be able to do that. That is just not in my job description. I tell you what. Actually, I guess that's, I am on observation duty, so I guess that is exactly my job description. But, if they actually gave me 6 hours to look at these and to do it, I would most definitely be able to memorize the place by the end of the 6 hours. Like my first shift in the whole place would be top to bottom, fully memorized. They wouldn't be able to change a single speck of dust without me noticing it. But they only give you like half an hour per full run, so that's not an incredibly long time. What does that say? I don't even know. Is that just more the gibberish from the AI, or is that because that was in the 6th game that they just made a bunch of gibberish signs? You're not supposed to have a license plate. I know not everywhere in the world uses license plates like the US does. They have like different laws about it. So I'm not sure. But to me, that seems bizarre. I'm seeing no differences. Well, that's to be expected. We're just supposed to memorize the base layout anyways. Not expecting to get super far in the level. And that's fine, you know? You don't always need to win. Sometimes it's about the friends you made along the way. Right? Probably. Yes, I understand. Lots of anomalies. We're all gonna die. Hi, kitty. You're not an anomaly, right? You're doing fine. I wonder what anomalies there are that affects the cat. I hope none. I hope the cat's fine. Because that would just be rude. Yeah, no, we're so dead. I see nothing wrong here. Which is not a good sign for, as far as memorization goes. But this is just to get a head start. So over the next day until tomorrow, I can ruminate upon what I have seen here. And hopefully tomorrow, it'll be a lot more clear. The layout will still be in my head and I'll be able to see things a lot easier. Because, yeah, that was no good. That first level, that broke me. That was too much. There we go. I'm just glad we ended up doing it. We ended up beating the pool, or the spa. Yeah, extra object in storage, object movement in stairway, object replacement in basement. They really like moving and changing the objects. But yes. Alright. That will be that for the time being. Tomorrow we'll be back and we will most certainly hopefully I won't give up until I've beaten the apartment building tomorrow at least. And then maybe try to get log cabin done too. Because still 2 levels per stream is the preferable, but I just feel like that's not realistic with how difficult these levels are. But we'll see. Meet the maggot, complete spa, and meet the siren. The achievement's called I Can Fix Her. I don't think we can. I don't think we can, but yeah. That's nice. We completed 3 achievements today. 9% of the total achievements. We still have to meet the Nixie again, the Charger, the Passenger, the Competitor, the Giant, the Hag, the Gambler, the Stalker, the Car, the Floaters,
the Prince, the Void, I didn't know Void was in this game. Well, the Optimist, the Wobbler, the Flasher, and then complete all the levels on both normal and hard difficulty. So, and 3 hidden achievements. We have a lot to do there if we're wanting to get those. I usually don't, but that just goes to show how much there is in this game to do. So we'll be back to this tomorrow, most likely. So I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.